Like that, we're in the next day. But yesterday, when I started this, it was 78. I was in a short sleeve shirt, my cowboy hat, sun was shining. Last night a storm came in, brought me rain again, which makes doing this driveway really difficult. It doesn't take much rain for this land to get all moist. So anyway, I'm turned on my tractor waiting for the glow plugs to warm up. So I'm gonna try to get that culvert and bring it up on the backhoe there, rather than go get my forks and swap out my forks. I know it doesn't take long, but listen, I got to get up, and excuses, wham, my tractor's so tough. Anyway, we're gonna try it with the backhoe, which is probably a terrible idea, but go. Well, the moving it with that backhoe worked out better than I expected. So right here, see, I was able to pinch it between the bucket and that little fitting, and it stayed in there in place pretty good. Now that was 25 foot of hard, but I'm ready to put it in place. I had a couple of to-dos last night. One of them was to look up how long is this going to last, since I'm on 1,000-year home, right? Everything I do is 1,000 years. So I went ahead and looked up the different kinds of pipe material, and steel, corrugated steel, was actually one of the ones that lasted the least amount of time, 40 to 70 years. But it was the one that could support cement mixers and farm equipment and whatnot. So the longest lasting one turned out to be good old-fashioned, vitreous clay. The same thing the Romans made their tiles out of and everything. Those can last centuries. So if this wasn't a heavy traffic spot, the right thing for me to do would have been to get a clay tile and put in clay drainage, but it is carrying a workload. So in 40 to 70 years, if I live that long, be an old man, I'll have to dig this up and redo it one more time. So I went ahead last night and cut in a little notch there. You can't really see it, but I put a little clay spot where I could drop that pipe. I dropped it at an angle for a couple of reasons. One, I want to pick up the water as it curls around and comes this way. And two, if the heavy equipment does cross this, my opinion is that all 4 tires won't be hitting it at the same time. 1 tire at a time will be on loading up that pipe as I go. And then I had another piece of homework, and the other piece of homework was what is the minimum amount of soil that you put over a pipe to protect it. And there's a lot of different classifications. It depends if it's road, it depends on the load, yada yada yada. So minimum though for road traffic was 9 inches. Now for me to build up this whole thing, 8 inches for the pipe plus 9 inches on top of the pipe, we're talking a minimum 17 inches across here. I don't know if I have that much soil, so we might get by with less, but I'll put fabric down. And then they had special ways to put in these culverts so to keep rivers from undercutting them, and so there's a lot of science to it that I don't have to do here because I'm not, a text dot protecting citizens while they drive. Interesting enough, there was a maximum amount of weight that you could put on these as well, and of course that makes logical sense. You would be crushing a pipe with the weight of the material. But that's it for my homework. I gotta go get my chainsaw and cut these logs out that are in my way. I didn't have time last night, and I apologize. I put on here a wind cutter, so I'm testing it. You can see that I got a little wind sock. They call these a dead cat for those who don't know. So, but I didn't want to say I put a dead cat on my camera because somebody who doesn't speak the English language might not know what in the world I'm talking about. And these Texas farmers, they're weirdos. Maybe I killed a cat and stuck it on. No, I didn't. It's just a little sock. But I don't have any idea. The wind is ferocious. Ferocious. Let's go get my chainsaw, get warmed back up, come out. I'm gonna rotate, come out, cut them logs out of there. They will be in my way, and get this pipe pushed in there and covered up. Real happy. I'm walking on this mud today. I don't know if it has to do with it being colder. It's not frozen, but it's cold. It's in the 40s. Or if indeed it's drying out. Not entirely sure, but pretty pleased with this. Let me go get the chainsaw and change this battery on this camera and do some other stuff. I'll be right back. All right. Well, let's see. There's my pipe right now. There's my logs. My chainsaw has got a very dull blade on it, so don't be alarmed, people, when I get there in the mud. Saw that up in the mud. I don't like it either. And I forgot my safety glasses, but listen, I'm just going to safety squint here because it's cold. I'm already miserable. Oh my God. Well, good news, bad news. All right, good news, bad news about the whole battery not being charged. I got a little more exercise. The wind out here is like a bully that keeps going, hey, does that hurt? Does that hurt? You want to walk here? You want to walk here? I don't know if any of you were ever bullied in school, I was literally the second smallest kid in school. I didn't grow. I grew until I left high school. And I grew like 8 inches taller than now I'm 6'1". But yeah, I was my whole life, and I was mean. Anybody that was dumb for them to do that to me. I could bite. So, you know, big dog bark, little dog bite you. Don't pick on little dudes, man. Anyway, I'm not a little dude anymore, but looky. It also forced me to find my safety glasses, and I feel better about that too. All right, let's do some work here. I'm gonna cut these logs up. As a guy that works with chainsaws all the time, sticking that end of that blade, letting it touch the ground was a pretty hard thing for me to do, but I got bigger fish to fry. Storms are on the way. I can't be mudded in. It's just what it's supposed to be, and ultimately once I get done burying this thing, I'll cut the ends at an angle like that so that they're protected. You can also buy the adapters that just go in, but anyway, super excited, really happy. Let me put you somewhere where you can, I'll put you on stop motion, you can watch me bury this thing. So let me take you for a walkabout. I need to stretch my legs a little bit, get a soda, get some water. Still pretty cold out here. So I'm gonna turn off that stop motion and we'll go explore in here. So I need to back drag all of this before it gets hard. So if I wait to back drag until the clay gets dry from the air, and there is a strong wind today, these will just be big stone-like clods, right? So I'm going to back drag this. I think I did all right, but I'm gonna take you along with me while I do the back dragging. That way you'll get to see some tractor time instead of just sit over there on a time lapse. I like carrying the internet with me. It makes me happy. All y'all can live a tractor life with me. So not too bad. I think you can all see that I'm slowly getting the the imprint of a pond here. I'm a long ways from hitting clay. That's all still sand, sandy silt. So, but that's built up pretty well. Real happy with that. All right, and then I have all the rest of this to do. So, but let's take you along with me while I go and do a back drag. How about that? That doesn't look too bad. Originally, I thought I might have some feet to cut off of that pipe, but that's going to be perfectly fine. I might even get the 9 inches too of covering that it needs. I'll scrape it today though, and so I can make it passable. Back down low now. There's a secret valve on the most front end loader, so if I'm controlling it going up and down, I can put pressure until the front end of my tractor lives up. But if I do this until it hits the locks, there's a little click right there. When that little click clicked in, that means it's going to right on top of the dirt and scrape it back, loading on whatever the tires tell is level. So that's what I'm doing right here. See that it's loading the dirt on this side. And then when I get far enough back, I just kick it out. We'll keep doing that. Yes, for this I'll go ahead and set you up on that camera pod so you can see. This is not such a good view. Alright, that was the first time that I drove all the way over. These ag tires are pretty soft. This tractor, oh, I looked it up, about 3,700 pounds. I forget. I'll look it up. Text with the backhoe and whatnot. Well, my biggest fear is that I'll crush that drain pipe. I got a ways to go to make this thing right. That's for sure. But I'm going to put you up for now. Get a soda. I feel like I broke that, at least broke that a little bit. Got some work to do on this end, but I could drive over that with the truck right now. If I keep going all the way to there and all the way to back here, that's what I need. And then I believe the water will run properly. I'll check that with the level one more time. Well, there's a spot. Let's just level it up. You and me right now. You and me right now. Little teeny tiny 4-foot level. Alright. There's 1,000 places I could put it. Let's see. Alright. Oh good. That's level. That's where it was. So plenty of bubble. Plenty of bubble. Alright, I feel good about that draining. And I'm cold and tired. I've got afternoon meetings. This was my lunch break. Been a little long. Gotta be able to get out of here, people. Well, that storm coming in, I don't know how much more of this I'll get done. So I'm gonna say like, subscribe, follow me along, because this might be one video of culvert installation, let's call it that. I've still got a lot of dirt to move to make it a drive. And then I've got maybe dirt coming. I'll put down landscape fabric eventually, put another couple of inches on it, and then bring in that hopefully red dirt. It'll all be okay. We'll find out. All right, like, subscribe, follow me along. Thanks. Bye.